Hello and welcome back to another Toy Soldier Reviews action figure video. Today we have the Marvel Legends retro reissued JJ Jonah Jameson figure, along with the Sandman and Rhino. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share. Doing that helps my channel out a ton. Also follow the Instagram and TikTok. Doing those helps spread my awareness across other platforms and bring people to this channel. So yeah, straight on in to the figure. So for JJ Jonah's packaging, it is just the exact same as any other retro card. Of course, we can see the figure here. Just say JJ Jonah with Daily Bugle right there with different languages. Spider-Man, Marvel Comics, Warning, and Hasbro. Nothing on the bottom because there is no bottom. Warnings right there. And then you can just see just a picture. It doesn't really show swappables this time. It does say that with Daily Bugle there as well. There's those bios. And then there's JJ Jonah, Spider-Man, and Marvel. So we'll skip right to the accessories. So for accessories here, JJ Jonah comes with some swappables, because in the packaging he has a fist and a grip hand. Then he has a swappable grip hand for the right and a pointer finger for the left. And standing this figure up is going to be very, very hard. So he's going to be looking like this. He comes with a plastic, sort of just like bundled up Daily Bugle newspaper here, which you can see the name right there. And he can easily just hold it in either of the gripping hands here. So you can have him holding it posed however. Then he also comes with this paper, actual fully Spider-Man Daily Bugle thing with a whole bunch of Easter eggs. On the front though this is the older retro card, the first one that we got there with the Spider-Man mold. In the corner you could see Mysterio there. Then it talks about Cat Burglar, aka Black Cat. It does say Daily Bugle Spider-Man, Masked Miscreant Menace Manhattan right there. Then on top it just mentioned Oscorp and Wilson Fisk. Let me see if I can try and show that for you guys if you want to try and read it. Then on the back here we can think of Electro with Daily Bugle on top. If you want to pause and read that too. Spider-Borg sighting, which also is the figure we have. This is the picture of the Electro figure along with the picture of the Mysterio figure. Then the bottom it does say Empire State. Then Nelson and Murdoch. Maybe this was hinting, I don't know, but I know that there's the Daredevil retro one. We don't have a Feige Nelson figure, but yeah, just kind of cool the effort they put into this single little piece of paper too. Also, it's paper, but it's like a little thick paper, so that's good. But yeah, we'll try and get to the detail and articulation without Jonah falling over, so we'll get into it. So the detail, we only have this one head here, but he does have the screaming look. His mustache is off to the side a tiny bit. The eyes do look good here with his eyebrows. Kind of scrunched up, all angry. The white hair on the side does look good with the black on top. It is just flat there, but the sculpt is pretty nice. Then here we got this overlay vest with the brown, and the pocket design does look good, and the darker on the back with the belt here does look good. Wish this was painted, but that's all right. Then we have his tie with the red and black stripes also looking good. Here the belt is painted down there with some gold paint, and the rest is all brown going all the way around. The arms here do have this nice sort of sculpt matching the inner here, just like the undershirt with it kind of cuffed up. And the rest of his arms are pretty good. His hands do look a little bit big, proportionate to the rest of his body or the rest of his forearms. I don't know. And then the legs here are just some, this is also what the Bruce Banner used here, but it's just grave hands, pins there with these horrible brown feet shoes that won't stand up whatsoever, no matter how much I try. So, other than that, pretty decent detail there for JJ Jonah. So, we'll go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So, articulation-wise, he's gonna look that far up, about that far down, side to side, rotates. Arms can go about that far, all the way around here. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbows is gonna get you about that far. Side to side there. Arm swivels around, or wrist swivels around side to side. The only the pointer finger has an up and down trigger finger hand though. Torso, he's gonna go about that far back, about that far forward. There is waist swivel there. Leg kicks out, forward, and back. Not a whole lot back there. Thigh cut is gonna break up the design and the leg there. Pinned double knee doesn't get you that far back. Then no boot cut for anything, but ankle does pivot down, up, and a bit of rocker, which is very, very tight. But yeah, we'll do some amounts of playtime with this figure. I don't know how much we'll get into, but yeah. So for some playtime, what I want to do first is earlier in the year, what released was the Chameleon with the J. Jonah head sculpt. The only thing different between these two is the hair color. The top of this one is gray, and this one is black, and then this one's like more of a bone white, and this one's purely white. But what I wanted to try is popping the head off. Popping this, because the older Chameleon figure we got a long time ago did have, it's a little small. The older Chameleon figure did come with a J. Jonah head and a hammer head, and I believe one more. But if we pop this onto this one, maybe, no, it's too big there. I mean, it kind of works. I mean, in the show, I remember, I think like his head was a little bit sometimes disproportionate, but it can kind of not really work. But yeah, and then just for some other playtime here, you can't just have him pointing at Spidey here, complaining about how much he doesn't like him. And then what I wanted to try here is with the Amazing Fantasy one, you get gripping hands. So if we pop that off and put this one, you can have Spidey holding Daily Bugle newspaper, reading about how much J. Jonah hates him today, or to see if his pictures are not. This one he can hold, yeah, you just have to fudge the fingers a bit. And then for the paper one, you can just, maybe I might have stretched it too much. You can have him kind of holding it, showing the Daily Bugle of Spider-Man. So it'll kind of work, but in the other J. Jonah hands, I believe it should have a more tighter, snug fit than. I think what you're supposed to do is have them both holding, but with the Amazing Fantasy, there's two grip hands, so I believe you can do it. So yeah, pretty good seeing these two next to each other. So we'll do some full comparisons here with J. Jonah. So yeah, J. Jonah next to him, he's shorter than both of them. Here he's next to the Amazing Fantasy and both the Renew Your Vows. So I guess Peter Parker eventually outgrew J. Jonah, but it does look good next to both of them, of course, with like his first rendition of Spider-Man and kind of his older looks. Here he's next to some villains with the Chameleon I just compared him with, and the villain he created himself, Scorpion, over here on the left, and they do look good next to each other. And just for some wave mates, kind of, with the all three re-released figures, other excluding the Cyborg Spider-Man, we have the Sandman, Rhino, and J. Jonah retro carded figures. So overall, pretty good figure here, excluding the articulation. This is my least favorite mold Hasbro's ever done with the legs. This pinned, horrible shoe feet, I hate it. That's why my Professor X is sitting in his chair, and my Bruce Banner is leaning up against the wall, kind of. If you can fudge it right, you can get it. Which, I see a lot of people also having this desk, like some, I don't know if it was a Toy Biz or just from a different line or something, but I might want to find that just for this. But for civilian characters, I think J. Jonah is a must. Obviously, because Spider-Man, he's a big part of Spider-Man's storyline, J. Jonah is. And, well, I know we got some other civilians in the VHS 2-packs, but yeah, this J. Jonah is pretty good. So, other than that, that's kind of all I have for you today. To rate the figure, we'll give him a 6 out of 10. I mean, he does his job, that's kind of all it does. And the coolest thing I think about it is this Daily Bugle thing. But that's all I have for you today. Please like, subscribe, share. Doing that helps my channel out a ton. Also follow the Instagram and TikTok. Doing those both help just spread from other people across different platforms to this main channel. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. And Toy Soldier Reviews, out.